All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, all glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, Akim, pushing the work in truth and in sincerity. All right. The name of this lesson is Our Boldness Will Come. Okay. I guess I can say something along the lines of, fret not, our boldness is going to come. Because we have to endure, the reproach of the heathen. All right. And we know this is a punishment, the heathen being over us. It's also, the greatest lesson that we can ever be taught. All right. And soon enough, we know we got our enemies accusing us to the Father, searching out iniquity so they can set snares and traps for us in this society. All right. They're also mocking us at a very high rate, blasphemy about the of the Lord is going out rampant, and they're provoking the Most High. Okay, they're provoking them on purpose. Even that guy Yuval Harari, man, made a statement. Here, let me go and sign out. Made a statement about let me see, Slocky. He made a statement about how he can, essentially aggravate the Most High, or piss the Most High, make God angry as much as they want. And this is just a testament to basically how how these devils feel, man. All right. And of course we we hate what the Lord hates, and we're tired of it as well. So I only had a few precepts, but the topic, it was on my spirit to just touch on this, us having to be patient, but hey, the Lord is more, he has to endure a whole lot more than we have to. I want to get that in Romans. All right, because we know this devil wicked, and he's getting his time to rule and reign. We just gotta, stay patient. All right, and not to mention, well, he's in the height of his blessing. Okay, this is Job, but now we shouldn't fret because what? This is the time that he's being revealed for who he truly, is. Okay. And that alone is a blessing, okay? So let me go ahead and line these up. All right, this is, I'm going to start just back up the point I made. Job 14:5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. All right. And so the Lord has set the bounds. All right. We can go into some words too. Why not? Bounds, the Hebrew word for bound is chakwa. All right. So it says here, statute, ordinance, limit, a limit. All right. Something prescribed, do. Okay. Prescribed task, which, Esau has a prescribed task as well. He is the whooping stick of the Lord. All right, according to Psalms, the 17th chapter. He is the whooping stick of the Lord, I'll get that, I'll just line that up. Just to build off of this definition. It says prescribed portion. So even this devil has a prescribed portion, and the Lord has exalted individuals. As of right now, the basis of men are ruling the world. All right, meaning the lowliest of men intellectually. All right, and it shows, okay, because the Lord has taken that wisdom, but at one point he gave him the wisdom, he gave him the hidden treasures, and now he's taking it away. All right, and really it's We should marvel at it, because the Lord is working, and He's true to His word. All right, and He's corroding the society from inside out. That's Isaiah 14. The worm is spread under thee. How the hammer of the earth cease. The nations, the dead are raising up. The heathen nations are raising up against this feller. All right, ultimately to bring him down. Okay, why? Because he has a prescribed portion just like everyone else. It says prescribed limit, prescribed due. All right. All right, so it says prescribed task. So I'm going to read this Job 14. Well, no, Psalm 17. So, all right, it says in 13, it says, Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. All right. So Esau is essentially putting in the dirty work for the Lord. All right. In some aspects, but he is overall, he's the wicked. He's the sons of the wicked. All right. Esau, Edom. Okay. Who, by nature, it's innate. They are estranged from the womb, meaning they're hostile to the nature or the nurturing of the Heavenly Father. All right. And so it says again, Arise, O Lord, Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. All right. For men which are thy hand. All right. And hand goes back to the Hebrew word yad, which means power, right? Your dominance. It says, O Lord, for men of the world which have their portion in this life. Okay. That's why David said what? He almost slipped. All right, when he was envious at the wicked. All right. The Lord set them up. He put them in that position. Okay, to do what they're doing now. All right, ultimately, so the Lord had set them up for his judgment, just like he did Pharaoh. And we're going to read Romans 9 in a second. It says, in whose belly thou fillest with with thy head treasure, they are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. All right, as for me, I behold thy face in righteousness. That's right. You behold the Lord's face in righteousness. Okay, I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness. And this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to mirror Yahweh Shai and be like unto him. No matter what's going on in the world, we have a task to do as well. Esau being the perfect devil, so what? We're going to be the perfect sons of God, Lord willing. We be part of that predestined number who was chosen to be saved out of the chaos that's about to ensue. All right. So just wanted to hit on that. All right. It says, look, and this is going back to that Job 14 and 5. All right. The word for it, quack or clock or chak. All right. I can't. It's kind of hard to pronounce it a little bit. All right. All right. So this is the word bounds. Right. Specific decree. And it goes into it. Got this. This is good. All right. It says enactments, statutes. So the devil was allowed to enact and bring in, put in enactments and put in statutes. All right, decrees, civil enactments prescribed by God, but we know it's not prescribed by the Most High. It's prescribed by Satan. All right. Okay, because that's where Esau gets his power. That's where he gets his influence from, Satan. All right. So it says here, an enactment, hence an appointment of time, space, quantity, labor, right, or usage. So we know that the Lord is using them essentially as a whooping stick. Okay, but his time is almost up. All right, and the Lord has no more use for this devil. Okay. So here, this is 2 Thessalonians, man of lawlessness. All right, I'm going to get straight to the point. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and I want to start here. It says 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work, right? Only he who now letteth will let. And when you look at how Paul is saying this, that meant the mystery of iniquity was it was a mystery. All right, the sons of the wicked, they were a mystery at one point in time. Okay, and that was Esau. All right, okay, who ruled the Roman Empire. All right, that's the Roman Empire, the Greek Empire is history. Okay, so only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. Right, you had figureheads like Julius Caesar, Augustus, and then later on down the line you have individuals like Caligula, who were, you know, um, you know, essentially monsters. All right, who were into all types of sexual perversion and lewdness. All right, and they perpetuated and forced that way lifestyle on the world at one point. You know, especially the Greeks. Okay, under Antiochus the Fourth, Epiphanes, who enacted a one world order. Okay, so let's continue. It says, "Who now letteth will let." This is for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. So the Lord is letting them essentially and appointed them a set time to do what they were put here to do, which is to be the wicked, right? But here, check this out. This is verse 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, all right, which is his words of truth, the Lord's edicts and his enactments that the Lord has set up, which is his judgments, all right, and shall destroy the brightness of his coming, with the brightness of his coming, and shall destroy it with the brightness of his coming, all right, because he's coming like an angel would come, all right, so to speak. Okay, he's coming with all power. Isaiah 47:3 goes into how he shall not meet thee as a man. All right, and that's pointing to his godlike nature and his authority. All right, and his name. All right, even him who's coming is after the working of Satan, right? Because we already mentioned that Esau deals on the left hand side of the spectrum, and he deals with Satan. He enacts and brings in certain lifestyles, and it's all lewd. It's all wicked. All right, and because of what they're influenced by the spiritual power, spiritual demon, Satan. All right, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Okay, so we got that out of the way. All right, I'm gonna finish this. Job 14:5. It says, "Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass." All right, turn from him that he may rest till he shall accomplish as an hireling his day. Right, and then it just goes into that word bounds. It's the same. It's basically saying the same thing. This devil's a hireling. The Lord hired him to do a job. You read Revelation 6, it goes into that. But also we understand that he represents the end of the world. All right. And now getting to the point of the lesson, soon enough the Lord is going to work his work. All right. And we're gonna behold it, and we're gonna become bold. All right. And I think it's a scripture that deals with we shall be like him at his appearing. All right, we shall be like the Lord at his appearing. Okay, because we're stricken now, and we don't have any power per se. But when the Lord does his work, our boldness is going to be manifested. It's going to be for all to see, man, and we're going to have confidence out of this world. All right. Now, right now, we might not have the full-on confidence. I can speak for myself. We don't have that full-on confidence. You may be lagging. You may be like a lame. Not the modern uh, way of using it, but lame as in spiritually. Okay. All right. So here it says, check this out. I want to get straight to the point on this. All right, not Romans 9:22. What if God, the Most High, willing to shew His wrath, right? Okay, and the judgments that's written, all right, because he's about to judge the son of perdition, which is Esau Edom, the son of destruction. All right. It says, and to make his power known, endure with much long suffering. See, the Lord had to suffer long just as well as we. And he's a God and we are his people. And you just imagine the hurt and the pain that he feels. If we think we're feeling it bad, just imagine him being a God, a power with all authority, having to wait on his word to be accomplished. All right, to get rid of those who don't need to be in rule anymore. Let me see something. All right. You got these devils, man.
Bees. All these trees and giraffes and
and this just speaks to the blasphemy that Esau pushes in the world. He said he could piss off God as many times as he wants. All right. And it's not going to bode well for these Edomites, because there's a whole new world that's coming, and you're gonna be at the bottom of it. You're gonna be the one that's treated inhumane. All right, because the Lord is gonna render you double for all your works. So you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pay what it says. According to the substance shall the restitution be. So all the substance that you've taken, that you have robbed, all the hurt that you have dealt, all right, you're going to have to pay it back. This might not be it, but I'm going to play it anyway.
The only thing God managed to create are organic beings. All these trees and giraffes and humans, they're just organic.
All right, you see how he speaks with content, He's speaking with content. All right. He's speaking with content. Okay. Because he's lightly esteeming the creation of the Heavenly Father. And that's what these devils do. And they, for some odd reason, they got all the research and they study creatures. And they see the vast amount of creatures and species on this planet. And, these are the same people that use science, the study of nature, the study of animals, to come to a certain level of understanding on creation. All right, but they make light of it. It just don't make sense.
But we are now trying to create inorganic entities, inorganic life forms.
That's dumb as hell. A machine, oiled machine. All right, would probably an all spark or something, like that's how Esau is thinking, like unlimited supply of energy where you can create a robot or whatever. It's dumb. It's stupid. You already got this magnificent creation. How he created humans and the brain and cells.
Cyborgs.
It's very intricate. All right. It's beyond your it's beyond your wildest imaginations.
Artificial intelligence and so forth. If we succeed, and there is a very good chance we will, then very soon we will be beyond.
Yeah, he's about to say we will be beyond the Bible.
The only thing, very good chance we will, then very soon we will be beyond the God of the Bible.
Yeah, he tweaking. Here, I want to see if he says it. Yeah, and then he said upgrading humans to God. And to God, we can do better, you all, Noah Harari. And the brothers went into this guy plenty of times, he just came to mind, to kind of go more to the point. So this is Romans 9 and 22. What if God, willing to shew his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? So he even, which Wisdom of Solomon goes into that, he even gave them time and space and waited patiently for these individuals. Okay, these heathen, particularly Esau. Okay, it says, endurable much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy. You see, which are the elect. All right, which he had afore prepared unto glory, even us, whom he hath called, not of the Jews only, but also the Gentiles. These are Israelite foreigners, those that were scattered at this very point of time in history, during the time of Paul and the apostles. These were Israelites who were scattered around. All right, according to Isaiah, the 11th chapter, the 11th verse, I believe, is going into Israelites that were left among those lands, among these heathen. All right. So, yeah, man. So the Lord is going to reveal the riches, all right, and or make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy as well. All right. And with that, we're gonna have great boldness and great confidence, all right, in a very near future. Okay. Despite all the turmoil that's about to ensue. Okay. We're gonna have that. All right. And I got an example of Judas Maccabees. Okay. His father Mattathias had died. He kept his integrity. All right. And he was put to death by uh, Antiochus. All right. These Greeks, these Greek Edomites, all right, who was sought out to destroy our name and place and our families if we didn't sacrifice swine's flesh on the on our altars. You see, and what did he do in his time that was much like this time? He tried to create a new one world order. All right. And he said he put out an edict that all people should be one. Okay. So let me get a few more precepts and then I'm going to go to that. So I'm going to get this Sirach 10 and 8. Well, 10 and 4 first. It says, Sirach 10 and 4, or Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 4, it says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Because Esau ain't profitable. He's just messing everything up. And then soon, very soon, the Lord is going to, what as Romans 9 says, what? He's going to be willing to shew his wrath. Okay? All right, he's going to shew his wrath. Okay? So let's see here. Yep. Verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Now we know that is the carbon footprint of the so-called white man's endeavors throughout the last few centuries. Okay, and we just mentioned it in the last few centuries because it's very recent, and we would have to go into the history to talk about the Greeks and the Romans and the foretime, right? It says so they're gonna lose this world, all right. They're gonna lose their spot on top of the food chain because of their dealings, their unrighteous dealings, and the injuries, all right, their terribleness, the things that they have done in the earth. They're gonna have to pay for it, all right, and rightfully so, because the Lord is fair, okay, and that's what we get. We're getting the fairness of the Lord, all right. So the next precept is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12. All right, it's one of my favorite. Okay, and this was dealing with, I believe, the Canaanites that the Lord had taken out the land, and how they were doing all sorts of witchcraft, and how they were doing all sorts of idol worship, and the Lord had mercy, and He had long suffering even towards these heathen, But here I want to grab this point here. All right. Verse 16, I'll start here. 15, it says, for so much then, this is a rock, or no, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 15. For so much then, as thou art righteous thyself, thou orders all things righteously. All right. It says, thinking it not agreeable with thy power to condemn him that hath what? Him that hath not deserved to be punished. So the Lord is not going to condemn those that don't deserve it. This man Esau deserves it. He's gone above and beyond. All right. The point of return, the point of forgiveness. There ain't no more forgiveness to be given. All right, for thy power is the beginning of righteousness, and because thou art the Lord of all, it maketh thee to be gracious unto all, which he's done. He's been gracious. He's forewarned. He's allowed nations to rule and do their bidding. All right, which is ultimately his bidding. At the end of the day, the scriptures say, "What he ruleth in the kingdom of men." Verse 17: For when men will not believe that thou art of a full power, thou shewest thy strength, and among them that know it, thou makest their boldness manifest. See, and this is what's going to happen. The Lord is going to make our boldness manifest in that time. When what? When they think that the Lord ain't going to attack, or that they think that the Lord ain't going to do nothing, that's when he's going to do something. All right, but he's going to get them nice and comfortable, and then he's going to attack. And then guess what? We're going to be bold as lions. And that's why I want to read about Judas Maccabees and how bold he was. All right. Just a small point, right? This is Psalm 65 and 5. It says, by terrible things and righteousness wilt thou answer us, O God of our salvation, who art the confidence of all the ends of the earth. So he is the confidence of all of us. All right. All his people spread across the four corners of the earth. He is our confidence. And when he shows up, that's when we're going to gain that confidence. All right. We're going to gain that boldness. Our boldness is going to be made manifest. And these people ain't going to be able to do a damn thing. All right. When they see it, they're going to be troubled with terrible fear, as the scriptures say. Okay. Because they can't stop what's coming. All right. They can't stop what's coming. All right. So now, First Maccabees 3:1. This is after Mattathias had died. He was murdered by the Edomites. All right. And it says, then his son Judas, this is Maccabees 3:1, called Maccabees, Abias, all right, rose up in his stead, and all his brethren helped him. So did all they that held with his father. And they fought with cheerfulness the battle of Israel. All right. So he got his people great honor and put on a breastplate as a giant. All right. And girt his warlike harness about him. And he made battles protecting the host with the sword. In his acts, he was like a lion and like a lion's whelp roaring for his prey. Well, what do you think we're going to be when the Lord give us power? When he shows up and eventually he gives us the power to take down nations. And we got to go from nation to nation and take them down. All right. That's what's going to happen. He's going to make war against all these nations, these superpowers with engines of war. He's going to end all war for good. All right. You see? And not right now, you got those Israelis in the land of Israel right now who claim that they're God's people, but they have an unquenchable thirst for blood because they're always at war. But the Lord is coming to end war. He's coming to end it all and all engines of war. All right. For he pursued the wicked and sought them out and burnt up those that vex his people. All right. Wherefore the wicked shrunk for fear of him. How much more when we get that power? Because remember, our boldness is going to be made manifest when the Lord shews his power. And all the workers of iniquity were troubled because salvation prospered in his hand. He grieved also many kings and made Jacob glad with his acts. And this is just Judas, because the Lord, of course, the Spirit of the Lord was put on Judas. And this is the the part of the history that they take out of the books. All right, and this completes it. But the Apocrypha. All right, it says he grieved also many kings and made Jacob glad with acts, and his memorial is blessed forever. Moreover, he went through the cities of Judah, destroying the ungodly out of them, and turning away wrath from Israel, so that he was renowned unto the utmost part of the earth, and he received unto him such as were ready to perish. All right. It says, then Apollonius gathered the Gentiles together and a great host out of Samaria to fight against Israel. Well, we ain't got, how can I say it? We ain't got a shortage of battles. All right. We completely, we've been completely surrounded by the heathen and have been at war with the nation since the beginning of our time. All right. We only have 40 years of peace. Okay. And we're still fighting. It's still a warfare that's being waged against us. All right. This is which thing, when Judas perceived, he went forth to meet him, and he smote him and slew him. Many also fell down slain, but the rest fled. Wherefore Judas took their spoils, Apollonius Apollonius' sword also, and therewith he fought all his life long. Now when Seron, a prince of the army of Syria, heard say that Judas had gathered unto him a multitude and a company of the faithful to go out with him to war, he said, I will get me a name and honor in the kingdom, for I will go fight with Judas and them that are with him, who despise the king's commandment. Now, this is an example. He was made an example for stepping up like he did. All right, because he was being willful, and that's a testament to, Jake. Now, we're not to be willful. We're to be in obedience and follow direct orders. All right, verse 15, it says, so he made him ready to go up, and there went with him a mighty host of the ungodly to help him, and to be avenged of the children of Israel. And when he came near to go to the going up of Beth-horon, Judas went forth to meet him with a small company, who, when they saw the host coming to meet them, said unto Judas, how shall we be able, being so few? Excuse me, no, this is a wrong story. So lucky on that. This is, I think, the heathen saying that he wanted to make a name. All right. He said, I will give me a name and honor in the kingdom, for I will go fight with Judas and them that are with him, who despise the king's commandment. So Salaki on that. That's the wrong story. All right. That's just dealing with the Seron, all right, who was the prince of the army of Syria. He tried to make his kingdom proud, or his king proud, by defeating those that rose up against him. So it says, so he made him ready to go up, and there went with him a mighty host of the ungodly to help him, and to be avenged of the children of Israel. And when he came near to go to the going up of Beth-horon, Judas went forth to meet him with a small company. So he had a small company, right? And again, this is a testament, because we're a remnant, right? So watch how it plays out and watch what Judas says, which reigns so true, even now. Even more so now than ever. It says, who, when they saw the host coming to meet them, said unto Judas, how shall we be able to, being so few, to fight against so great a multitude and so strong, seeing we are ready to faint with fasting all this day? So they was at a disadvantage because they was fasting too. But check this out. Unto whom Judas answered, it is no hard matter for many to be shut up in the hands of a few. And with the God of heaven, it is all one, you see, to deliver with a great multitude or a small company. For the victory of battle standeth not in a multitude of an host, but strength cometh from heaven, and this is where our strength gonna come from. It's gonna come from Yahweh Shemel Shai. And our boldness is gonna be made manifest in that time when the Lord shews his power. They come against us in much pride and iniquity to destroy us and our wives and our children and to spoil us. But we fight for our lives and our laws. Wherefore the Lord himself will overthrow them before our face. And as for you, be ye not afraid of them. All right. And so the Lord's going to be showing works. And that's going to give us boldness in the time that we need. All right. Hey, Lord, willing, this lesson was edifying. Just wanted to touch on that. Our boldness being made manifest when the time of the Lord's judgment is on this heathen, man. So we got a lot to look forward to. All right. With that, I'm going to say shalom.